out come the strong men first of all. Maresca from Italy, he'll be first up.
Eleftherios Petrounias.
Out comes the 4-time European champion, 3 times world champion and Olympic champion.
Representing Ukraine, Igor Radivilov.
Radivilov. Size of the shoulders on him.
Representing Armenia, Vahagn Davtyan.
Vahagn Davtyan, 32 years old.
Representing Turkey, Ibrahim Colak.
Ibrahim Colak from Turkey, the 7th highest qualifier, got a silver a few years back.
Nagornyy.
Here he is again. Why not? What would a final be at the European Championships without him?
Representing Austria, Vinzenz Hoeck.
Vinzenz Hoeck.
And representing Armenia, Artur Avetisyan.
Avetisyan from Armenia, the 4th highest qualifier, so just outside the top 3. He's got a lot to prove, but this will be close. There's not a lot between them, that's for sure. Then our attentions turn to the bars.
Representing the Russian
first.
Federation, Vladislava Urazova.
Urazova, the Russian bars champion.
Representing Great Britain, Amelie Morgan.
Amelie's out for Great Britain now.
Representing Portugal, Filipa Martins.
Portugal, Filipa Martins was in the all-rounds yesterday.
Representing the Russian Federation, Angelina Melnikova.
Another final for Angelina Melnikova.
Representing Italy, Damato.
Bronze at the Euros in 2019.
Representing Italy,
Damato.
Giorgia Villa.
Giorgia Villa, the Italian bars champion.
Und für Deutschland, Elisabeth Seitz.
Elisabeth Seitz won a bronze in 2018, bronze in the Europeans in 2017. There's your lineup for the women's uneven bars final. Who's your money on here, Craig?
Well, it's quite
Petrounias.
easy. Yeah, Petrounias. Well, he was the only gymnast to go over 15 in qualification.
Yeah.
We have seen him in the past make a few mistakes, but he's so solid now in the Olympic year. I think he's the one who'll just have to fight for silver and bronze, I think.
And Beth Melnikova's had a challenging championship so far. What do you think will happen here?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because bars, it's all about those combinations, and they've all got similar combinations, so it'll just be who gets that timing on the day. But Melnikova's had a tough day yesterday.
Well, we're going to start with the men's rings. Maresca for Italy is up first. He actually qualified with the 3rd highest score, scoring almost 15. He got 14.933. Got a very tough routine. It's a 6.2 in difficulty, one of the hardest that you'll see in this final, but just look at the size of those arms.
Looks a bit like you, Matt.
Yeah, I'm struggling actually fitting in between these screens that we've got here.
With your stature. Well, again, following the tradition. Oh, look at that, of the strength of the Italian gymnasts. Perfectly flat in the Maltese crucifix position. That's nice. Swing to strength, one of the requirements. Into the inverted crucifix. Double front somersault, swinging into the strength again. And making the crucifix look so easy. Getting back up rise into the top plunge position. Legs locked together. He's got to swing to handstand yet. There it is. He's got a good line between his hands and feet. Good control in the backward long swing. Needs a good dismount. Full twisting double straight and nails it. Well, that is a routine. He's happy with that.
What a start in this men's ring final. That will be the score to beat.
Well, he's not short of supporters down there on the floor, is he?
Well, Italy are on fire, Craig, aren't they? Medal in the floor.
It's not often there's a rings final without an Italian gymnast in it. I mean, it's just a piece they've been a part of for decades.
Beautiful shapes.
Yeah, you can see the reaction there. It's a massive team effort sport. Doesn't matter what sport you're in. Great work. Will it go at 15 though, Matt? What do you think?
Well, there's no reason why it shouldn't. Jonna Adlerteg, first up, women's bars. 5th at the Euros in 2019. She has been a 2-time European silver medalist.
And a specialist on this apparatus. Beautiful handstand. Should see that from all gymnasts. Oh, she brought that in very close and caught on bent elbow. She would have wanted to join it to that pack salto going down to the low bar. But she's in the rhythm now. Nice combination there. And from the clear circle up again. She's surviving. Settled a bit now. You have to do a forward element. There goes the forward giant. Just got to dismount. Very nice double straight, but she was edgy. Her one final and that first element, she just played safe and came in too close. Be disappointed with that.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, Christine. I think just pulled it in slightly, so then you lose the combination as well. So you can see here the full turn just slightly past the handstand and goes into the big release and catch. But this is where you want them to be, nice and steady on the bar. There you can see you have to have that forward element, a special requirement. Can quite often interfere with a lot of gymnast makeup of their routines. You can see for her, she's just putting the forward giant in to get that special requirement. And there's the double straight. Such a shame because she settled into the routine once she'd got that first bit over and done with.
It's a long wait, isn't it, Beth? And especially without any warm-up in the arena.
It can be, yes.
Not quite a 15, 14-9. Salvatore happy with that. Eleftherios Petrounias, now 4 times European champion, 3 times world champion, Olympic champion.
Not bad.
He'll go over 15.
I think you could be right. He's had shoulder surgery in recent years. Now that is absolute power. Circling round into that strength position on the Maltese. And again from the back-up rise. The way that he releases the grip on the rings is just to prove how strong he is. Great shape in the handstand, full extension. And again, swings to strength. Into the crucifix, release the grip. Gymnast must hold the strength parts for at least 2 seconds. I think he does 3 for good luck. And again, the front somersault into the crucifix, known as the Homner. Beautiful swinging work as well, the double pike front somersault. Swings to handstand, needs a good dismount, double twisting, double back, slight adjustment on landing, but I think you're right, Matt. That'll be 15.
Well, he knows it's good. You'll just have to wait. There's another 6 gymnasts to go.
I think that could be title number 5. I don't think anybody could match that.
He's such a light-framed gymnast with such powerful shoulders, isn't he?
Just unbelievable. There's the weight to strength ratio of this gymnast. Probably can't swing on a pommel horse to save his life, but so well made for this piece of apparatus.
That's why the all-rounder is so celebrated, though, isn't it? Because you have to be able to do it all. And to be a top gymnast, you really have to be the ultimate athlete.
Adlerteg scores 13.666. Well, Vladislava Urazova from Russia, the second highest qualifiers, next to go. She's just 16 years old. She is the Russian bars champion. She was junior world champion in 2019. Now, she did place 3rd in the all-round qualification, but because of the rule where you only have 2 gymnasts per country, she couldn't perform. So, her opportunity to show the world what she can do.
Yeah, this is her specialist piece. There you can see the stoop with the full turn, bang into the handstand, into the shaft and straight back down, building up the combination. Leg form throughout. You just see the coach there stepping in for the skills. Slight folds there into the Jaeger salto. Slightly short on that half turn. Each turn has just got a slight hesitation which can be deducted, and then there was the step at the jump on the dismount.
I think she has got the best stoop full pirouette I've ever seen. When the gymnasts don't put their feet on, when it's like that and they put the feet through, it's very, very much more difficult than putting your feet on. And she opens with a stoop full turn that is absolutely in handstand, and that shap half, that flight to the high bar with the half turn is so clean. Look at those legs locked together. She just played it a bit safe, didn't she, when Beth was saying she just paused on the top of the bar in those pirouettes and had to just pull them over occasionally.
Yes, Sophia, yes, Sophia.
15-4. It's a huge score for Petrounias. Absolutely massive.
I think that's his daughter. I get the feeling he's had another child. He's probably saying, I've just come away to win a medal.
Well, I think he's done it.
I do.
Well, Igor Radivilov. He's 28 years old. He's also in the vault final. Such an explosive gymnast on vault, but unbelievable power and strength on this piece of apparatus. He got a bronze in 2017 on rings. And he's your 5th highest qualifier here for the men's rings final.
A true specialist on this piece of apparatus. Phenomenally strong. Look how flat the shoulders are in line with the rings. Again, makes it look easy. A swing to handstand. Look at the distance between the shoulders and the rings. Swinging into the inverted crucifix, and you rarely see an inverted crucifix because of how difficult it is to do without picking up deductions. Swing to strength, back up rise into the top planche. Now he's just got to keep the rings still in the handstand. Going well so far, needs a big dismount. Double twisting, double back. Well saved there.
Wow, a bit of a rush to the head there for Radivilov. That was absolutely incredible demonstration of strength. But he's going to have to be up in the high 14s. 14, over 14.9 potentially for a medal now in this final.
I always find the ring final is so tightly contested, it's almost down to the person that sticks the dismount with the least deductions.
His start value was a 0.3 down on Petrounias. in qualification, so I guess that would divide it, wouldn't it? But the strength work is phenomenal. However, you need ankles of steel if you're going to land like this too often, don't you?
Well, I was just saying there, look at this. The force through the knees. Anybody else would have probably just fallen over. But he is an absolute mountain of muscle, that guy. Fantastic camaraderie between the gymnasts as well.
14-3-3-3. Urazova, it's the highest score we've seen so far. Amelie Morgan for Great Britain next to go. Got a beam final as well tomorrow.
She starts with a very good change of grip into the beautifully flighted pike front somersault. This is the big combination, the Kachev and the Pak Salto linked together. That's where the bonuses arrive. And then the flight to the high bar and a full turning pack down to the low bar. She's still doing a few upstart handstands like this between the elements, but very, very clean, lovely full pirouette. Giant and an unusual shoot front with a half turn. Lovely work on the bars. Her start value won't be quite so high because she didn't make immediate links, but beautiful work from Amelie.
Yeah, and it's great to see how consistent she's been with this routine over the days. That's the third routine she's done. There you can see the big release and catch straight into the pack, down to the low bar. Legs are locked together. The shap half, you can see her looking for that bar the whole time.
A very good point, Beth, as well, with the consistency as far as what selectors are going to be looking at. You know, can you guarantee, can you depend on a gymnast like Amelie to go out there and do what she needs to do for the team, potentially?
Exactly. I mean, when you get into those team finals, it's 3 up, 3 to count. So you want to be able to know that you can rely on your gymnast to be able to perform their routines consistently. And they're the different dismount. We don't see many gymnasts using it, but she can obviously spot the landing for that and use the minimal deductions from it.
Radivilov in third as it stands, 14.666. That's not going to be enough for a medal. Vahagn Davtyan. He's the second highest qualifier. He's 32 years of age. He knows what it's like to medal at the Euros on rings. He got a bronze in 2019, a silver back in 2016. He's still going.
And for a tall gymnast, he's deceptively strong. You normally associate really good ring workers with really small, compact gymnasts. You look at the size of his arms to some of the previous performers, you think, where does the strength come from? But he's got it. Look at that. Level in the Maltese position. Back up rise to crucifix. Releasing of the hands and pressing out. Well, that's phenomenal strength. Not a flicker in the line of the body. He swings well. Into handstand. That's a good position again. Swinging into that position. Crucifix. Again, another top planche from swing. He's got to lock out the handstand and needs a solid dismount, full twisting double straight. That slight adjustment on landing, and for me, it's those little adjustments on landings which almost takes you out of the medals. It's really hard to separate the rest of the gymnasts.
Well, 14.9 is the silver medal score as it stands.
As you were saying, Craig, just not quite locked out in those handstand shapes.
Yeah, and this, actually, the swinging part here normally does a little bit better. He had pressure on the rings a little bit soon, so for me, that's supposed to be a swinging element, and the rings are supposed to go slack. And again, the dismount, good at the start, but then having to pike in, and that hop forward will be costly. And we're talking the smallest of margins.
The score for Amelie Morgan, 14.1.
14.1 for Amelie.
Excellent, that's her best score so far on bars. This third routine she's done and her best score.
Sitting in second at the moment, Filipa Martins now from Portugal. So she was the fourth highest qualifier, scoring 14.166. She upped it a little bit in the all-round, got 14.225. How close will she get to Amelie?
Yeah, so Filipa has really started to come through the ranks over the past few years. A big release and catch to start. There's another, just the half-turning catch up, and then just came in too close to the bar, so didn't have enough swing to be able to perform the release element down to the low bar. Has a quick word, and then we'll get back up and finish her routine.
It's why you have to do, that's why the big bonuses are there, aren't they, Beth? Because it's so difficult. You have to make sure that catch is absolutely clean.
Yeah, definitely. It's, you have to get that fine line between catching at full stretch without actually missing. So there she continues. That was what that element was meant to be. And then the full turn, straight into the shap. Builds up the difficulty. There's the half-turning shap.
Dear.
Unfortunately, didn't quite get enough height to be able to get hold of that bar. All of this is great experience for her. Obviously, she'll be disappointed with this performance, but every competition that you're going into, and it's very different in the qualification and the all-around. You do get that 30-second touch, which obviously in this final they haven't had.
Something you very much have to learn to deal with, isn't it, Beth?
It
in
is.
Finals, yeah.
And there's the double straight, very well performed. Such a shame, because we know that she is capable of a great routine.
She'll take away well from that, though. She didn't really have enough height on that to be able to catch with straight arms. See, she needed to complete the half turn and rise above the low bar. And, you know, it really is quite scary when it doesn't figure exactly right like that. I'm sure you can sympathise, Beth.
Yeah.
I was just going to say 10 out of 10 for effort there for going for that second skill, because she was nowhere near the right connection, was she, to perform the second skill.
Yeah, and sometimes the way you're doing that release, you're already going for the second combination, so sometimes you haven't got much choice but to continue it. But she knew enough to be able to get herself safely out of it.
Well, Vahagn Davtyan down on what he was expecting there.
14.658.
14.65. I mean, that's very uncharacteristic for him. He's out the medals. Ibrahim Colak now, the 26-year-old from Turkey. Got a silver at the European Championships on this piece in 2018. And he's capable of the high 14s. Scoring third at the moment is 14.666.
And that's a good solid start. You'll know he's got the potential of a medal. Good position there. Nice in the swinging elements. You can see the difference where the rings go slack. So that means he can swing the rings really well and combine it with the strength. And again, front somersault into the crucifix position. We've been really impressed with the Turkish gymnasts in this championships. We've had a lot of money invested in good training facilities. It's certainly paying off. Lovely dismount, very unusual and difficult to land the double pike front somersault. Will it be enough to go above Radivilov in third place? What do you think, Matt?
I'm going to say yes.
Yes, Christine?
I'm not so sure.
Sitting on the fence for a change?
Yeah, I am sitting on the fence, but a little bit. But Radivilov, it was a very low dismount.
Beth, what do you think? We'll all have a go.
Yes or no, basically, is the answer to the question.
No.
No!
Just me then. Just me then.
I might go with you, Matt, actually. I think it deserves to.
I do. Well, what do you think at home?
He is a gymnast who makes it look easy. Like he's got that style about him, hasn't he?
Filipa Martins, 11.3. What a shame. Angelina Melnikova, the next gymnast to go. She's had a shaky European Championships so far. She's had a bronze and a silver at the Euros in the past. What's today's story?
She'll be wanting to make the first combination, which she didn't. She did the full pirouette, not well enough to go straight into the next release, but that was very good. You see, she put her feet straight on. Now, this is where she had a bit of trouble yesterday. Needs to be secure, and she certainly is. Sometimes it's just a bit of complacency that catches a gymnast out. Good pirouette. Oh, I think that routine will go top. I'm going to stick my neck out there. What do you think, Beth?
I would agree with you. She did miss that first combination, but it shows her experience that she knew she was not close enough to the handstand to be able to get her feet in to do the stoop. Here you can see the pike front somersault where she had the problems yesterday, but didn't have any issues with it today. It was a great routine, very clean, very stylish. There you can see just the half turn, and then using, oh, we're moving on to, here's the big combination, the pack, then links straight into a shap half, and there you can just see the full twisting double back, but has her knees and feet locked together and nailed that landing. I think that will take the lead.
Well, 14.733. He goes ahead of Radivilov. We were right.
Yeah, to you too. Yeah.
For once, the men have got it right.
Nikita Nagornyy, yet another final of his. Just squeezed into this final, so I mean it would be something else if he medals in this one.
Well, it just about squeezed into the pommel final and picked up a medal there. So who knows what Superman can do. Very precise work in the start of the routine. And again, here's with these finalists on the rings, they make the positions look so easy, and as I can tell you, with 20 years experience in gymnastics, this is not easy work. Great swinging into the strength position. Back up rise into the top planche. A bit of loss of form there on the swing to handstand. That's been very picky. That's better. Big dismount, double twisting, double back, and his signature stuck landing.
Well, he's delivering. He's putting it out there. Well done, Nikita Nagornyy.
Well, he was a bit cheesed off about the silver medal on Fommels, you could tell when he came off. But he's certainly not a gymnast to carry it on to the next piece, is he?
I don't think it'd be good enough to pick a medal up on this piece of apparatus. There's been some great ring workers before, but certainly one of his better routines, definitely. So the fact that it goes above the rings and lowers down into that position, that's quite a hefty deduction. Even though the crucifix position is flat and level, that's what the judges, and he did lose his back a little bit on the first swing to handstand. But you can't fault the dismount.
Well, if he wants to get up into the medals, he needs to knock the current world champion off the spot he's sitting on, 14.733. Ibrahim Colak. He's got the title of the current European and World Rings champion. Melnikova goes into the lead, 14.5.
Great for her, because she would have been very disappointed with yesterday.
It's Russia 1 and 2. Melnikova, Urazova in second, and Amelie Morgan still in third on bars. Alice Damato, 18 years old. She's got a bronze in 2019 here.
And a great start to the routine. The shap straight into the Kachev. Another big release and catch element, joining it to the connection to the low bar. Has great, just caught with that right hand slightly, quickly moving across so that she can fit in her turning elements, using the invert grip, which we don't see as much these days. Straight into the double front. A great routine, just that big step on the landing, but a very, very fast-paced routine.
Yeah, and quite a lot of different work as well. Shame, I've seen her do it quite often, and often be a little imprecise on the dismount, which is a bit of a shame. It leaves a lasting impression. And you can see now she caught with bent arms on that Kachev. That's where all the little deductions come from. When you start from a 10 and the judges take all those little points off. And I'm not sure that you don't get a little bit off for the shuffle across the bar. That's the turn, the full turn in invert, straight into the double front. It's a complex routine, isn't it, Beth?
It is, and I think you're right, Christine, about the shuffle across. It's all about the construction of a routine.
He's gone into second! 15.033!
Well, I'm astounded.
This guy is literally inhuman.
He is.
Well, he's pretty much, I don't want to say he's guaranteed himself a medal, but he's close to. There's 2 gymnasts left to go in this rings final. Oh, gosh. Vinzenz Hoeck, the 6th highest qualifier, next up. He scored 14.766 in qualification.
Opted in for the same start as a lot of the other gymnasts. That strength. Maltese pressing into the top planche. Nice in the swinging elements, knees locked together. Now that was a better front somersault into the crucifix. Shoulders didn't drop at all. Ooh, just a bit of a flicker getting into that position. And that is a beautiful handstand shape. Nice straight body. Full twisting double back. That slight adjustment on the dismount. Well, could that, apart from the dismount, that little adjustment, that could have really put the cat amongst the pigeons. Vitsi, Austria being represented in this rings final.
Well, he needs 14.9 to equal third. Nikita Nagornyy over 15.
I can't get over that. That's the highest score is posted on rings of the whole championships.
It is interesting, though, you know, like at finals, you have to have judges from countries not taking part at all. So you have a rather different array of judges, because you have judges basically from the countries having a bit less success. So often people do see it a bit differently.
Alice Damato fourth. Amelie Morgan hangs on in there.
The Italians will be disappointed with that score.
Giorgia Villa, next gymnast to go, the Italian bars champion.
And the gymnast who won the Junior Europeans when Amelie came second. And that is lovely, smooth work. She's got all her links there. The full turn in the pack salto, the half turn to the high bar. She also does this invert swing. You see her hands are in invert, but she just splits her legs as she kicks up the back. Into full twisting double back. That will be a challenge for a medal. She's been pretty quiet this championships, Giorgia Villa. She was one of the gymnasts that we expect to see great things of from at the Olympics. She didn't work all round here.
Yeah. Well, 14-1, Beth, is Amelie's score.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a great routine. She had a lot of combinations. They were all connected and very little deduction throughout the routine. So I think it will challenge that 14-1, but you never know until that score comes through. But you can see here the invert grip, which interestingly is not used as much as it used to be. And a great full twisting double back, and knew exactly where that landing was, had time to open out, and the big smile to say I've done it.
She is a gymnast with virtuosity, I think.
Sixth place for Hoeck. So, Nikita Nagornyy is guaranteed a medal on rings. But what colour? Avetisyan from Armenia, the fourth highest qualifier. He scored 14.833. Needs 14.9 for a medal.
Again, straight into the strength hold position. That's good. Back up rise, immediate crucifix. Into the swing. Good control. Got to fix the rings. Keep them still. Double pike. Oh, that's good. Swing into strength. One of the requirements. No hesitation there. Oh, a little bit loose in the back just on that swing to handstand. Full twisting double back, good landing. Well, there was just that little wobble of the back on the swing to handstand before the dismount, but apart from that, another good routine.
Well, a celebration to get through it, but it's going to be tough. It's a tough ask to 14.9 in this company.
So just a release of the grip on the rings. It's just a sign. You don't get any more for it, but it's just a sign of that immense strength.
Good representation in the finals, though, haven't they, Armenia?
Been fantastic. Another country which has really done well on this piece of apparatus over the past few years. Good dismount as well there. Under control.
$14 scored for Giorgia Villa. So Amelie Morgan is still in that third place spot with one gymnast left to go. Elisabeth Seitz got a bronze at the World Championships in 2018 and bronze at the Euros in 2017. Now she scored 14.233 in qualification and 14.033 in the all-around.
There you can see the big combination to start the routine, the hop into the forward element, the big somersault. Unfortunately didn't quite get the release that she would have wanted.
And that's the costly one mark off, and also the little question about completing the forward element, isn't it, Beth?
It is, yeah, so they have to make a decision whether she had a momentary hang to credit the value. So there's the big release and catch element. Has lots of upstart handstands in between her skills. That's where the judges can take the small deductions. There's the shap with a half turn. Building up towards the end of the routine. The toe on and off full turn into the full twisting double back. A great routine, just unfortunate about that fall.
Yeah, huge disappointment for her, for Elisabeth Seitz. However, it does mean that Amelie Morgan gets the bronze.
And what a championships for Amelie Morgan. You can see she just didn't really drive the heels high enough before she released. You have to, she lifted the hips instead of the feet. And so she just didn't have the right trajectory to be able to regrasp the bar. She got back on and carried on very nicely, but there were a few other errors, places where she caught a little close. Great dismount though, that full twisting double back.
She will be hugely disappointed. She knew that there was a medal there for the taking.
Adlerteg scores, well, it's fourth for him. It's not quite good enough to get up into the medals. 14.866, almost there, but not quite.
So close, the margins of scores between the top guys. If you think, there, look.
That's confirmation that Eleftherios Petrounias is the new European rings champion. Nikita Nagornyy, yet another medal for him. He takes silver. Salvatore Maresca from Italy, 14.9. He takes the bronze. Yeah.
Congratulations to the medalists. Thank you to all the gymnasts. In a few moments, we will continue with the awards companies.
Yet another medal. Every final he's been in, he's got himself a medal.
I think he'd set himself that sort of task, you know.
Well, there's the best gymnasts in Europe on uneven bars, and one of them is Amelie Morgan.
What a fantastic result for Amelie. She's come here and has not put a foot wrong. And if you knew the sort of year she'd had, sort of ups and downs, injuries, even just she wasn't able to complete the last control competition because she'd twisted her ankle. So to have come here and performed like this is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, the British girls have had an amazing championship so far.
It's Russia 1 and 2 and Great Britain 3rd. Melnikova takes the gold, Urazova the silver, and Great Britain's Amelie Morgan the bronze.
Artistic Gymnastics Championships 2021 in Basel, Siegerin der Kunst- und Europameisterschaft Basel 2021.
So the strong men come out to receive their medals. Incredibly close.
Award ceremony, Ringsmen, Siegerehrung, Ringe der Männer. In third place and winner of the bronze medal, representing Italy. Auf dem dritten Platz und Gewinner der Bronzemedaille für Italien, Salvatore Maresca.
Well, he was the first gymnast up. He posted the performance to beat, and he had to wait a long time to find out he got that medal, but he did.
Zweiten Platz und Gewinner der Silbermedaille für die russische Föderation, Nikita Nagornyy.
Well, the ultimate all-round gymnast is picking up so many medals as well in the individual apparatus finals. A silver here.
In first place, the winner of the gold medal and European champion 2021, Ringsman, representing Greece. Auf dem ersten Platz, Gewinner der Goldmedaille und Europameister 2021 an den Ringen der Männer. Für Griechenland, Eleftherios Petrounias.
That's European rings title number 5. What a performance. He was the only gymnast to score over 15 in the qualification. Not the case in the final because Nikita Nagornyy joined him on that one. But he's a class act.
I remember seeing him after the World Championships where he didn't medal. He was bitterly disappointed. But now he's had a chance to rectify that.
Hören Sie nun die Nationalhymne von Griechenland.
Eleftherios Petrounias, rings champion.
An den Ringen.
Just before we go, Craig, a quick reflection on Joe Fraser with his bronze on pommel horse.
Well, I think it's the consolation that he needed because he was coming here to become European champion on parallel bars, and I think he'll just be absolutely made up with that, obviously coming in on the lower end of that final group.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. You just go out there, you put your routine out and wait and see. So fantastic result for him and all the British team.
Well, yeah, speaking of the rest of the British team, Chris, I mean, Jess and Amelie today excelled themselves.
Have been absolutely exceptional. Amelie Morgan, bronze medal on the uneven bars is just a sensational result. And they just haven't put a foot wrong. They've been great. Great credit to the women's programme.
Well, Amelie coming out to receive her bronze medal now. We're not going to say goodbye until we see this.
Award ceremony uneven bars, Siegerehrung am Stufenbarren. In third place and winner of the bronze medal, representing Great Britain. Auf dem dritten Platz und Gewinnerin der Bronzemedaille für Großbritannien, Amelie Morgan.
Great Britain's Amelie Morgan steps up to receive the bronze medal in the uneven bars final.
And winner of the silver medal, representing the Russian Federation. Auf dem zweiten Platz und Gewinnerin der Silbermedaille für die russische Föderation, Vladislava Urazova.
Vladislava Urazova, Russia takes silver.
In first place, winner of the gold medal and European champion 2021 uneven bars, representing the Russian Federation. Auf dem ersten Platz, Gewinnerin der Goldmedaille und Europameisterin 2021 am Stufenbarren für die russische Föderation, Angelina Melnikova.
The gold medal is something that she's been after in every final that she's been in here. She's had disappointment. She's been successful, but disappointment with the medals that she's won. But this is what she's after, the gold. Melnikova, European bars champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, in honor to the winner, please stand for the national anthem of the Russian Federation. Damen und Herren, zu Ehren der Siegerin hören Sie nun die Nationalhymne der Russischen Föderation. Congratulations to the best gymnasts on uneven bars. Herzlichen Glückwunsch den besten Turnerinnen am Stufenbarren.
Melnikova then, European bars champion. Urazova takes the silver, but Great Britain's Amelie Morgan the bronze.
Must say I'm very pleased to see Melnikova on the top of the pile there. She'll have wanted that very much.
Well, it's nice to see Great Britain on the medal podium of uneven bars again, Beth.
Yeah, it's. I'm really pleased for Amelie. Obviously, she did a great performance yesterday, but finished in that fourth position, which is always a difficult position. And she's still got another final tomorrow, as has Jessica. So we've still got lots more to enjoy.
And a word from you.